Hi guys, and thank you so much for watching as always. Today we're in for another how-to, and this how-to is to do with how you can make a very basic text animation sort of thing in Photoshop and add it to Premiere Pro. Literally this is just, I'll do something very basic. It's literally going to make a word jump around the screen, but it'll overlay over a video. So let's start off with getting Photoshop open. I'm using CS6, so we want a new file. I'm going to do a 920 by 1080 because that's what most of my videos in. So we'll call this test. So pick whichever aspect ratio you need. First things first then is you need some text. So let's click on the text button. Sorry if you can hear that, that's my Skype, don't worry about it. So let's get some text down. So we're going to do WTF. What the fuck? Okay, just like that. Put an exclamation mark after it. Because there was something in one of my videos where it was like a proper WTF moment, and I thought, oh, do you know what would really look good there if when that event happens, literally some text flashed on the screen saying what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck kind of thing. So I looked into it, and this is basically the best way to do it. So we've got our text here. So basically, obviously, you want to make your text a little bit better. So we'll bevel and emboss it. We'll add a stroke, so it gives it that nice kind of drop, and we'll do a drop shadow on it as well. So it gives it a nice kind of look. So it's nice and it stands out and it pops. So what you need to do, if you look down here, in the bottom of your screen here, you should have something called the timeline. So basically, you need to click on timeline, which is this one, obviously. And then what it'll do is it'll bring up this box and you'll see the box picture here. So what you want to do is you want to get this, and we did a transparent background, obviously, because we don't want to do a coloured background because then it will cover the whole picture of the video that you try to do. So you want literally just the text to show. So next thing you need to do is you click on this button here, which is the copy. So you copy it or duplicate the actual image, and then rather than try to do something like this and move it, it's not going to work. So what you need to do is click this button at the top here, which is like a free move button or move tool. Grab your text, move it over somewhere else, and you'll see that on the little picture there, it's just moved to the top. So we'll click that one, that's fine. So click on this button again to duplicate, move it over here. Click on again to duplicate, and you can see it's starting to move around on these pictures now. So we'll do one over here. I'll do a few of these just to give the effect. But what I actually did in my video is, whilst I was doing this, jumping the text around, I decided to have a little bit of fun with it. So I went, I'll show you why I'm doing this in a second. So I'll do that, then I'll do that, then I'll do that, then I'll do that. This can be a bit of a laborious task, but you'll see why I'm doing it this way in a second. So we'll do quite a few of these. Let's have a bit of fun. And you can really play with this, you can really do whatever you want to do. And then we'll go back up to the top here, so I've got a frame of reference when I actually come to do the settings. Do one in the bottom right corner there, one in the bottom left corner, one back in the middle, one back in the top right, and just for the sake of what we're doing, we'll do it like that. So if I was to play this through now, there's a play timeline here. You'll see it just jump around the screen everywhere, and it'll be very fast. Watch this, and it'll play over and over. It loops, but you get the idea. So let's go back to the beginning one, but we don't really want that because it's too fast. So what you can do is you can change the delays. So like we'll put 0.2 seconds on these, and it'll slow everything down a little bit so it becomes a bit more visual. But what we will do is to add a little bit of comedy-ish kind of stuff to it, is we'll leave these at 0 seconds. In fact, no, we'll put that on 2 seconds. Sorry, 0.2 seconds, and we'll leave these ones on 0, because then you'll see why in a second. So we'll turn all these up to 0.2, which will slow them down a little bit. Bum, 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 bum. Apologise for how long it takes me to do this, but okay. So the reason why I've done this is because basically these are going to jump around a little bit slower now. But when it gets to this bit here, which I've done backwards and forwards, it's going to go and vibrate backwards and forwards very quick, and then go back to slowly, sedately doing its thing. So let's click on the first one again, press play. So you get the idea now. So it's jumping around a little bit slower, but then it does that wiggle in the middle. So you can really play around with these things to try and make them, work for you. So the trick to this is, and it is a big trick, what you need to do, well, it's not a big trick, it's just you need to do this. So rather than save or save as, you need to save for the web. So basically save it, wait for this screen to come up. Don't worry about any of this, just save. It'll give you the option to where you want to save it. Stick it on the bottom here, I'm calling this test. And basically what we have now is this, and this is a web document. So if you try and open it now, it's a GIF image, it'll open up in a web browser. So let's open it up, and you see it's using Internet Explorer, and that's what it looks like. So what we need to do now is we need to add that to a video. So if we open Premiere Pro, I'll do this as quick as I can. This won't be a proper video that I'm going to be making, it's just it's going to be a test bit of footage. New projects, okay, yes, my presets, we'll call this one the test. Click OK, doesn't really matter. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get some raw footage. So I will take, I will import, so these are my outros and stuff. So let's take from, you can probably see what games are coming out very soon. Raw files, shadow play, I'm trying to think whether I should do this or not. Because the only raw files I've really got at the moment are Saints Row, because that's what I've been recording recently. I could always use one of these actually. Let's use one of the old, in fact these videos have already gone out, so let's use one of the old Game Dev Tycoons videos. So get it into Adobe here, into Premiere Pro. So what we'll do is we'll add that thing. So file, import, it's on the desktop, and it is test GIF image, open. It needs to go into its own video section, so you put it, say, here. Just let it make it a little bit longer. Oh, don't be a dick. Let me zoom in a little bit. In fact, oh yeah, sorry, idiot. You'd have to put back to back like that. Don't know why I tried to extend it out, thinking it would actually extend out. It's not audio, Right, so we've got this idea here now. So the game's playing in the background, and you want to put this text over the top of it. So let's just let this play for a second. Let me just turn the volume down because that's way loud. But now, it's now playing that bit of video over the top of it. So yeah, so I mean, it's not perfect, and it was running a little bit slow there because I'd backed a few up together. But if you really want to do like a bit of a test thing, I mean, that's the trick to it as well. The longer you make the sequence, the shorter you can. Well, so this sequence at the bottom here, all these sequences, the longer you make that, the more control you've got over how long that's going to last. So you can, you can shorten it. You can't extend it, but you can shorten it a little bit. So I'm doing 21 sequences there. You could do 50, 100 sequences, just so you've got a longer clip, just so you can use it over a certain part of the video. But obviously, you're not going to use that over a long period of a video. So let's just test it one more time. That would probably come out better once it's been rendered. But you get the idea anyway. So basically you can throw something on top of a video to make it look a bit more fun. I've literally been testing this stuff on the Saints Row stuff that's coming out soon. I think the first episode comes out on the 20th, which is Friday. I've got something like 12 episodes backed up at the moment. But the guy that I'm playing with at the minute, Krendar, we're going to release them together. So basically his videos come out at the same time as my videos come out, and then you can see both perspectives. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you how to do that. It's very simple, and don't start having a go at me because it's such a simple thing to do. It's literally, I've been using Photoshop for years, but I've not used it for a long time, so I'm just getting back into the swing of actually using it. Premiere Pro, I've been using it for 1.5 weeks, maybe tops 2 weeks. So I'm just learning all this stuff, and I'm just trying to get back into the game. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching as always. Please feel free to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video, guys. So take care of each other, and goodbye.